Okay. Good evening, everyone. No, you guys are full. Good evening, everyone. Okay, there we go. It is my honor to introduce tonight's keynote speaker, Can M.T. Cordes. And Can is an international award-winning pianist whose performances and compositions have taken him across the Caribbean, the United States, Europe, Dubai, Japan, and the UK, and I think that's the short list. A graduate of the University of the West Indies and Northern Illinois University, Can has earned his academic honors and trained under Steelpan legends. At just 19, he made history as one of the youngest arrangers to win Antigua's National Panorama, later becoming the country's most decorated arranger with 11 championship titles. Can I get an applause for that? If you heard the arrangement this year, you would understand. As a performer, he has shared stages with musical greats including Wyclef, Etienne Charles, Liam T., Len Bugsy Sharp, and many others. His work has been featured at major venues such as Buckingham Palace, the Pan American Health Organization headquarters, and Dubai Expo. He's international now. Can is also a dedicated educator and cultural advocate. Since age 15, he has mentored youth across Antigua and Barbuda, led community programs, and supported emerging talent through his platform. At this time, I would like to call Can to the front as I complete his bio. As a director, so he is the Director of Culture, for those who are not familiar with Can. Can is the Director of Culture, and in that role, he has helped bring Antiguan and Barbudan and Caribbean arts to global stages, including the World Expo, SIDS 4, OAS, and international sporting and cultural events. I don't think I need to say any more. You guys get the idea.
Good evening, everyone. It is indeed a pleasure to be here in Canada. Would you believe it's my first time?
Yeah.
Yes, no?
Not your last.
Would you believe it's my first time? Yes? Why would you believe such a thing? All right. You guys know this instrument here? Any of you have ever seen this instrument? Nobody's seen this instrument before. It's the one of the Barbudan banjo. Some are proud of their wives, some are proud of their homes, some are proud of the cars imported from Rome. You know that one? Some are proud of their face and the jobs that they hold. There is pride in many things in this world. Yes, I am proud that my mom gave birth to me on an island in the Caribbean Sea. A diamond, pearl, radiant as a star in the beautiful islands of Antigua and Barbuda. All right. Okay, you can hold this. You can play this for the rest of the day. So my speech this evening is entitled A Place Called Home. Ladies and gentlemen, those words that I sang earlier were the words of the mighty King Obstinate, one of the nation's griots, a poet of the people, and a man whose song reminded us that pride begins at home, that the truest sense of belonging is not measured by the house we build or the title we hold, but by the soil that shapes us and the stories that sustain us. I stand before you today not just as an Antiguan and Barbudan, but as the product of generations who believe that culture is the heartbeat of a nation. From our ancestors who survived enslavement and carved identity from pain, to the visionaries who fought for independence, to the musicians who turned steel and skin into symphony. They all gave us more than history. They gave us heritage. Our foreparents were not just builders of roads and homes. They were architects of spirit. They laid foundations in politics through leaders who dared to dream beyond colonial limits. They carried our flags into the sporting arenas across the world. proving that small islands could have mighty hearts. They composed the soundtracks of our freedom, from the calypso tents to the Steelpan yards, and in every note, every stride, every speech, they whispered one message: be proud of who you are and where you come from. Our heritage is not locked away in a museum. It lives in us. It lives in the way we walk, the way we talk, the way we laugh, and the way we celebrate. It is the rhythm of our dialect. Our the joke it are. Our the joke it are. The taste of our food, the elegance of our people, and the resilience that has kept our twin islands shining bright through storms, through struggles and triumphs. And so, when I say a place called home, I'm not just referring to geography. I'm talking about a spirit, one that is forged by those who came before us and must be carried forward by each and every one of us, everywhere we go. When we speak of the Antiguan and Barbudan heritage, we speak of giants, men and women whose vision, courage, and creativity built the foundation upon which all of us now stand. It sounds good, man. It sounds good. We speak of Sir Cornwall Bell, the father of the nation, who led a people from the shadows of colonial rule into the light of independence, not with arrogance, but with conviction that our people deserve to chart their own destiny. He was the embodiment of purpose, proof that leadership is not about title, but about service. We think of people like Dame Nellie Robertson, who promoted education and equality. Prince Class, who gave us freedom of our people from colonial power, and all of the leaders who expanded that vision and brought development to our shores. In the realm of sports, we raise our voices for Sir Vivian Richards, the master blaster, who walked onto the cricket field with a bat like a scepter and showed the world that talent from small Caribbean island could command respect from the mightiest of nations. He was more than just an athlete. He was a statement of defiance, of dignity, and of dominance. His legacy, and the legacy of giants like Sir Andy Roberts, Sir Curtly Ambrose, Sir Richard Richardson, Maurice Hope, and so many more, reminds us that our excellence is our birthright. And then there is the rhythm, the heartbeat of our people. From the anvil of steel and to the chant of calypso, rose the voices that told our story to the world. Short Shirt, the people's poet. Swallow, the storyteller. King Obstinate, the proud nationalist. Burning Flames, the fire that ignites. And you guys know that they just got knighted, right? Let's give them a round of applause. Burning Flames, the fire that ignited generations to dance and celebrate our identity. Their music was not just entertainment. It was education, revolution, and affirmation. Through their melodies, they chronicled our triumphs and trials and reminded us that the soul of Antigua and Barbuda could never be silenced. In the arts, we pay homage to visionaries like Sir Reginald Samuel, who gave us color, texture, and the meaning in the very fabric of our flag. A banner that waves not just red, black, blue, yellow, and white, but hope, resilience, and light. We remember visionaries like George Nugget Joseph, Eustace Manning Henry, Victor Babu Samuel, Heather Durham, Veronica Yearwood, and so many more, each of whom poured their heart and discipline into nurturing the next generation of artists and musicians. These are not just names, they are symbols. Each one teaches us to be proud of who we are, and we are not to be arrogant, but look at it as gratitude. Gratitude for those who fought, who created, who dreamed on our behalf. Gratitude for the soil that raised us and the seas that embraced us. Our heritage is a mirror, and when we look into it, we should see not smallness, we should see greatness, native, natural, and noble. So today, I'm reminded that culture is the thread that binds us. It is the proof that we come from greatness, and we are called to greatness. But what about us? The generation standing at the crossroads of yesterday's sacrifices and tomorrow's possibilities. We live at a time where home has stretched far beyond our shores. Antigua and Barbuda now lives in Toronto, in Montreal, in London, in New York, and in every corner where our people have planted seeds of culture and community. And yet, even as the miles grow longer, the heartbeat of home still calls to us. Every time an Antiguan accent rings out in a foreign land, every time a Barbudan cooks fungi and pepper pots, fungi and crab, for their friends abroad, every time a young artist lifts their voice to sing or to play pan with pride, home travels with them. This is the beauty of our culture. It cannot be contained. It lives in the memory, in the melody, in movement. And it asks of us not just to remember, but to represent. Because the truth is, our ancestors built a house strong enough for us to stand in. But it is our responsibility to keep that house alive with laughter, creativity, and purpose. We must teach our children, and I will repeat, we must teach our children that Antigua and Barbuda is not just a dot on the map. It is an idea that says small can be mighty, humble can be proud, and roots can grow anywhere. Wherever you find yourself, in a Canadian winter, or a Caribbean sunrise, you are an ambassador. Every act of kindness, every pursuit of excellence, every time you hold your head high and speak of where you're from, you strengthen that legacy of those who came before you. So when you say, I am an Antiguan, or when you say, I am Barbudan, you are not just making a statement. You are making a promise to uphold the dignity of your lineage, to honor your people, and to carry you home with you. We owe it to those who give us rhythm and reason. We owe it to the land that raised us, and to the youth who are watching, searching for an identity in a world that sometimes tries to tell us we're too small, we're too far, or too forgotten. Let us remind them that we come from excellence, that the same soil that birthed Sir Vivian Richards also birthed us, that the same rhythm that pulsed through short church calypso still beats in their hearts, that the same strength that built our nation still lives in our hands. Because a place called home is not just where you were born, it is what you become when you remember who you are. So my brothers and sisters, wherever you may roam, remember this: home is calling. Antigua and Barbuda is more than just a postcard destination or a memory from childhood. It is a living, breathing heritage that needs our voices, our hands, and our hearts. When you share our music abroad, when you mentor a young, when you send home an idea or invest in a dream, you keep the heartbeat of our nation strong. Our roots continue to carry our rhythm, our excellence, and our pride to the world. From the soaring voice of our diva, Claudette Peters, to the irresistible energy of T.N. Winter, to the lyrical fire of Menace, Excel. As Rai Benjamin blazes across the Olympic track, and as Daniel Bailey opened that lane long before him, as Joel Anthony stood tall in the world of basketball, and Kwame Delfish carries our vision and symbols into the international creative arena, while Aura brings a haunting modern beauty to the global music scene, our twin island touches millions. And yes, even as a certain Steelpan player by the name of Concordis, who beats rhythm into representation, reminds us that home is not something you leave behind. It is something you carry with you in every note, every act, and every dream. But their success is not just theirs, it is ours. So I challenge each of you here tonight. Remember home, come home, support home. Let me challenge you again. Remember home, come home, support home. Let us be that generation that doesn't just celebrate our culture in words, but sustains it in action. Let us build bridges that bring our talent, our creativity, and our investment back to the soil that made us. Because when we do so, the flame of Antigua and Barbuda will never dim. It will only burn brighter from St. John's to Scarborough, from Codrington to Calgary. And as King Abstinent reminds us, I am proud that my mom gave birth to me on islands within the Caribbean Sea, diamond pearls radiant as the stars in the beautiful islands of Antigua and Barbuda. Thank you.